As we are once again alive upon the internet. As I basically took a short break, we're back into it. Yeah, let's continuing on, and yeah, we are still in PTS. That title is correct. We'll keep that as is. As a big storm is brewing outside, I hear. And yeah, I'm on account 2. We'll run this for a little bit more condensed with the builds, so we can try some stuff out. I definitely want to give
Pleasure to see you.
a few things one more try, basically. Most of them concerning PTS builds. I want to run the gear set, kind of just see its icons and stuff. I will look at those. Also, just press and hold escape to get out of that. What I should actually do, eels. Let's put away like this hotshot build. Put a few builds away, basically. Negotiator I may want to mess about with. Let's put away our FI. Just make some space. We'll put the 511 build as well. For now. That should open up some space. Yeah. Picks up some stuffs. Words are hard. Okay, we wouldn't take those two. Yeah, let's put something together with this. Just want to see the icons of it and stuff. See kind of as well how the pistol works. Let's start with 6 pieces of it. I don't even remember what the chest and backpack talent was. Oh yeah, the decoy counting from the chest. Was this increased it from what? What is this? Increases stoic damage resistance bonus from 3% to 1%. I feel increases should go up. Is this by 1% to 4%? Is that what is meant there? Because, you know, because just increases from 3% to 1%, I feel like something is lost there. I feel that's not how the universe works. Let's go to the Trello board. See what the patch notes said about it. Actually, yeah, of course I can do this. Does that work? That works. Yeah, so what did the PTS patch notes say that this thing did? Gear set. Over here, chest. No, backpack. Okay, from 3% to 4%. So yeah, likely. It either means to say by 1% or to 4%. So 4% per target, that's actually a pretty good increase, 25% basically over the life of it. Times 1.8. 80% of that is 32, so 70 or 7.2% with a full raid group per target. That's actually pretty good. Like 10 enemies. I mean, 10 enemies is not something you'll see often. Even 5 enemies is 35% on top of PFE. But yeah, you can of course still PFE this up. Two improvised pieces here, basically. Although, yeah, you can't make it Hasbro, so that's kind of sucks. Because this would be 60, 70. Yal would even still be 80. I mean, at that point, 2 mods will get you there. Yeah, what would be the use of this? So vanguarding this. Well, Vanguard will be still the pick here. Do you know what? Actually, what is this gal's world set to? Okay, heroic. Let's actually grab and load that. Let's grab this PFE. Do this. This. And this. Basically make a PFE version. Right there. She have extra PFE mods? She does have 2. You know what? Let's just try this thing out. I just might as well. Also, that is a very minimal mask. It's almost as if it's not there. Actually, I'll take the. No, actually, good. Don't want that. Damn it. Yeah, we're keeping these 2, and we'll keep the 13 PFEs into here. I've only 13 PFEs on this account. That's it. Never went out of my way to farm that many. And then I'll take a 12 PFE from somewhere. Protection from elites. Let me catch up here as well. And Ada Kerrigan and Garrett and Essie. Best in slot. Yeah, indeed. It should be 3 to 4. It's just not worded correctly here. The backpack here is just weird. From 3 to 4%. The patch notes say that. So we'll assume that is correct. We'll take a shield and a decoy because we have a bonus for a decoy. Let's just, yeah. And by now I know how to tinker game. That not having sound still feels super weird. I likely need 2, right? 4469. Right. Please remember to switch off and unplug all electronic devices that are not in use. Thank you for your cooperation. Could use We have 1 damage here. We'll go 50. Whatever this is. There we go. Yeah, let's just go murder someone with this. Is that a firewall shield? That is a firewall shield. Let's go. Who to murder? That looks like a thing to murder. Are you testing ages today? Just briefly. I honestly have very little interest in this gear set. Tank builds are just not my thing, and also like I don't really play the content that even really uses them. I just want to see its like, does it have anything for buff bar? Does it show in any way how many things are targeting you or anything? Reloading. Just visually how it kind of works. And also, because yeah, there for instance we have some form of icon. So wait, what is there a cap to this reduction? No, so what is... Because that looks like there's like one enemy targeting me kind of thing. Which, yeah, there's one enemy.
You'll never surrender. Keep it up. That's it, right?
There'll be more tomorrow.
Let's go accost these enemies. Let's see if that bar fills up more or so. Because basically, mechanically, this is the more things target you, the less damage you really take. My decoy counts towards it as well, so let's use that.
Kill them all. They're moving on the flank.
Yeah, I'm not getting shot at.
Fuck you up.
Serious trauma detected. Incoming hostiles detected.
This feels pretty like weak versus FI.
Immediate medical assistance
I was
needed.
about to say, I need my shield up against that sniper. But
Deceased.
we didn't. Let's go over here. I said it elite patrol already. But yeah, I just want to familiarize myself. Like I for instance didn't know, I didn't run it yet, so we have that buff bar icon kind of indicating how many enemies are targeting you.
Stop fucking crying.
Which is useful, at the very least. Might have a named group there or not. Okay. Likely, once I engage these... that's a spot.
You're next. Harsh.
Found the one spot, like, you couldn't do anything from.
Gotta kill this firing. Gotta stay to work.
And yeah, I should try this with behind you as well, though I'm just gonna try behind you in a second. So I have a ton of stuff targeting me now because, oh well, they're likely targeting actually the hostages, so maybe not. I'd be curious how well you can make this work for some stuff, raids, for instance. Because yeah, you can have the damage reduction on top of PFE. Is that useful though? I mean, for the raid tank. But you can't do the hazard protection thing that well anyway. Not the way high end or even enough. Well, actually Foundry is the same, right? You can set it up as the Foundry one, but then you're also like not going for PFE.
I'm here.
Just have like 36 PFE with 3 mods. And this is the thing with tank builds, because for instance here as well, I'm like full blue. Like, you can't make them work. Like, it's just, but this is just like versus a tech tank. Like I'd much rather be 1,000 times much rather be a tech tank than this. Just with damage output.
Vital signs.
Because yeah, you can be all blue with a few reds underneath, so here at least I'm like gone crit chance, crit damage. You know, things will die. It just feels so labored.
Done. They got one of ours.
And if I was running this build, I'd totally like go like, yeah, this game is very bullet spongy.
Where I go that set?
That's kind of where that mentality comes from. If you're running a striker like solo scaling here out here, it's just here's the C, so this next wave will spawn in a second.
Target on the
Detecting
ready line.
additional hostile
I'll take it out.
contacts.
Okay, so there's like 6 enemies likely, so
Hostage health is critical.
I did something when chasing over them. Because I'm kind of trying to make sense of that bar. It seems to be like 8 enemies worth, I think.
Out of cover. Stay there. I'm on my way. Emily is dead. Here they are.
You guys shoot that. Actually, when I'm getting shot at by elites, it's much better because reduction plus PFE.
Are they flanking?
Is that chest talent worth it? Not really. Versus Vanguard. Hey. Blind to black. Still also one of my favorite things.
Targeting hostile asset. Huh? Huh?
That takes forever.
Civilians in danger.
So what aggro over there then? It's in what? Oh, hi. You're aggro to me, but you're not aggro to me. Are you doing okay, dude? Also, your shotgun is broken. Your textures are broken. Yeah. Just curious what that was. And thanks so much, Carrots, for subscribing. Always appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy the emotes and add free viewings. Yeah, Buttricks actually works today. Although, well, didn't work earlier today, so it works this evening, we'll say. This seems, yeah, meh. I mean, it's a tank set. It's like, I'd much rather be Foundry or Blue Patriot. I could see this being useful for raids, but also, yeah, like, does anybody really care? what the raid tank is, as long as it just is chonky. As long as it has a 60 shield and has full hazard protection, it's basically fine for the IH tank. But yeah, at least I've seen the icon now and stuff. So yeah, we have this like this icon showing up, showing how many enemies are targeting you. That's kind of handy to know, maybe. But yeah, it's not having any real mechanics towards aggro. Hey, you know what? Let's try it with, so yeah, let's go up on the Scorpio. Let's put that there. Oh. Combat lock! Combat lock!
Hostile control point.
We'll go over here. You know what? Let's try it with the pistol. The pistol mechanically seems to, you know, fit this thing. I was just gonna put whatever's here. Oh, that's Mark D's favorite, actually. Just put that Born Great there. Let's grab this pistol. And yeah, Bulwark, of course. Now let's do a control point where we're likely to see some elites. Maybe a public execution where we're likely to see some elites. And yeah, I didn't get the chance to take a nap, so I'm feeling it already, kind of. But we'll likely wake up a little bit once we get going. As yeah, a pretty long afternoon stream, a little bit longer than I wanted. Did get a chance to eat there, so I am well fed, bed. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this kind of works. Although I'm solo, so everything's aggroing me anyway. As I want to see, because yeah, in the range, it didn't trigger the effect of once you hit 10 stacks. Basically, it should eat up all other stacks. Something over here. What? Oh, okay. Let's go kill those guys. Let's put some stack on those guys. And then see if 10 shots... Okay, so yeah, in the out here it does work. And yeah, it does force aggro. It does work. Okay, so that guy was very much running to fight the other guy. Although yeah, this RPM, this 350, that's a lot. So I could see it for this kind of stuff, like if behind you, if you want to make behind you work, one person is running this and is like running this setup, maybe a few more reds, maybe. Vanguard maybe as well for the team. So less BFE at that point. Don't think this account even has a point man. Let's go see if we have if I have a point man. But then yeah, likely a red point man. Just for the bonus armor. Pop the shield. Take the aggro. Give people the ability to use behind you. But also Foundry does that already. Like Foundry will do that and do it better, really, because That regen, especially bonus, the changes, because Foundry did get changed a little bit. Actually, did the changes make it true? Can I see that on the crafting window? No, right? I don't see the talent here. Oh, but I have the things to craft it. As this one went from 20 to 30 to 25 to 35, right? So Foundry is already just better. They love all the acceleration things that they've done. Hope that makes it into the game. Like even that, like normally, yeah, you can also like hit deconstruct junk here and it just bypasses that, but you know, on controller you can't. So it looks like it suffers because of how good Foundry. Yeah, combat log should be the same rules as fast traveling. If you haven't taken damage in a short while, it should turn off. Essentially, it does anyway. But yeah, that would be a better implementation. And yeah, the thing's gonna be for general, like in missions and stuff, or like the way I run into it is I'll just fast travel out to somewhere. Although the thing is, if you're off site and stuff, you don't have that option. Like in Manning, in Pentagons and stuff, you don't have that option because actually, well, with Pentagon you do because you have that safe house marker, right? You can fast travel to. Same for Coney, actually, but yeah. So White Oak and Manning, you can't. Point Man was going to see if this lady has Point Man. Although I think it gave me all the blueprints as well, so we can even make appointment. Appointment. We can make an appointment. She does have a full blue one, but yeah, the cache I opened also gave me all of the blueprints for this. Do I even want to mess about with it? Because you would only really notice it as well in groups. So likely we'll have to, or I'll have to wait. Point Man is one of the missing ones, isn't it? And they haven't fixed that yet. I see everything else. Yeah. Also, yeah, I don't care about it enough. You know what? I'm just curious as well. Do I have 3 Cheskas? I have 3 Cheskas likely somewhere, right? I have a Cheska here. No. I should have a Cheska mask. I do. So, likely a backpack. Yeah. What does our health go up to? We do this. You know, let's grab my 511 holster. It came in handy. What happens when we do all this? 956,000 health. With 3-piece Cheska, 2-piece Palisade. Oh, actually, that's not right. That's this. 1 million health. Oh, how much health do I actually have? Where does health even show up? I have no idea. Does it show up underneath this somewhere? Your max health. 1 million health. Comes at such a high price though. Is this 60%? This is, how much is this? 30%. So this is 2-piece Palisade is 60%. It is the same, right? So it is just additive. It's not multiplying against each other. So that's with 90% that away. Put the Cheska back. So that's 697.9. 697.9. Oh, these have health rolls as well. I should have looked for that. Let's break up that. Let's break up that. Although, so 660. Wait, let's take the health roll off of this pallet. Or does this palisade piece have a health? Where's the palisade? Yeah, so let's take off this health. So we don't have any extra healths there. So that palisade piece. Let's grab a 511 glove. Sure, why not? Okay, so 957. If I break the Cheska, 660, right? Okay, so yeah, it is just additive to each other. Because getting 60 plus 30 is the same as 90% total. So let's roll in this, of course, the rat car. If you have all health rolls, even like how much was that? How much is a health? Even 18 something, right? So we're getting 180% of each of these. That's still, yeah, that's, I mean, it comes at such high cost. Like, why would you even? The only place you can make it work is with Hunter's Fury, really. But even then, like, is 30% extra health worth it versus crit chance? Is ninja biking or two-piecing this worth it? Maybe with the armor on kill. So, like, maybe if you had this blue core, crit chance, crit damage, intimidate, and then, like, bloodsucker backpack. With crit chance, crit damage, and the blue core. Let's see, how much is 60% health? So just let's break up this and let's take away this. It's 560. That's still not a lot. I mean, it is decent, but that's still, because yeah, it comes at the cost of 2 brand bonuses. Yeah, that's just not worth it. I'd much rather just have preservation here. Much smaller of a loss overall on the build. Have Cheska, Grupo. So I'm thinking with like 4 pieces of Hunter's Fury, and then 2 pieces of Palisade. Trying to get that armor on kill, and then also the on kill with the Hunter's Fury. You have 100% health. Because that's really the only place I think you can make like regen of that kind of work. I almost finished the Regulus project now. Just 2 more IH raids to run. Nice. Health losses value after clutch preserve. Yeah, basically that as well. It doesn't have a talent to interact with. We don't really have mechanics for it. Because at the very least, shields still, you know, or blue cores go into shields. Like that's what we mostly use blue cores for anyway. Like running a build with blue cores and without shields already feels like a wrong choice. And yeah, health just doesn't go into any real mechanics. I'd much rather have 2 blue cores instead of, and I'd likely lose less than 2 brand bonuses with that choice. And then with a shield and So yeah, I don't think that's going to be any use. That one piece armor on kill, I could see the choice being made, especially for instance if against Grupo or something, to run one piece palisade with armor on kill, you know, with Hunter's Fury, with Gunner, like people that already run Gunner with Hunter's Fury. I can see that's happening. Going from 30 to 40%. Like, that's okay. It's not the biggest of loss, especially if you're solo and you're getting all of the kills anyway. And the scaling isn't too bad, so you're actually getting the kills even with, you know, giving up a Grupo piece. I can see that working, but it's not completely useless, basically, in my opinion. It's just mostly useless. Which, I mean, with some of the other stuff that's gone in. Oh, hey, I see actual other people on the PTS. I feel bad about the build I'm running, so let's actually reload a normal build. Kind of thinking of what else do I want to mess about with? I do want to run ARs and behind you. Kind of want to see if, yeah, get a final kind of. I mean, just strikers, right? Why not? We'll take that. We'll take just a chest. We'll take. Let's just go all in, right? Let's put a crit chance mod in here. Should have a loose one.
I appreciate the trade.
Yeah, 53-141. Yeah, you're forgetting. I don't need to do that anymore. You can just go in here. Oh, yeah. Let's craft some of these. Wait, shield splinter is craftable? I didn't actually know it was in that list. I wasn't expecting to see it in that list. You know what? Let's make some F2000s. We might even get a usable F2000s in there. Because yeah, I'm looking for the talents because we need it to deconstruct. And Heated Tyrant. When you're gonna drop the new video of things and stuff, so, well, I mean, the first one came out pretty recently. I'm planning on hitting at least one a month. So it's not gonna be super often, but and then yeah, maybe here and there more of them. But would I just have a random strategic alignment and stuff like this in there? But yeah, that's kind of the plan. At least one a month, so likely more. I kind of want to hit like 15 in a year. That's the goal I have in mind for it. So not too often, but also yeah, not too spaced out. Because yeah, I'll also of course be doing all of the other ones still. Yeah, I was just looking to get some more stash space or more inventory space, so we can like craft more than 2 of them at a time. Although actually, I think this account has a pretty good F2000 already available to it. You know what, let's have a look, because then we can maybe actually do this a little bit quicker. Yeah, I have a maxed out F2000 there. Should make sense on this account. I'm splurging on the resources quite often. Oh wait, that's a shield split. That's not gonna come with behind you. I don't know. Hey there, Omni, or hey there, Toasty. For some reason. Oh, I still don't have stabilize actually on this account. I just saw that there as well. That stabilize did not have the icon underneath. Yeah, armor gives you damage mitigation. Health does not. You have a guy with yes, still died instantly. Well, at least. I mean, well, armor or health on like you getting hit makes no difference really. It's basically the same. But yeah, armor cores give you shield, give you higher tiers on shield. That's really the big difference between the two. Because actually, if you have a lot of health, especially if you have like, for instance, like that, 1 million health with 300k SHD, if you're running Hunter's Fury, especially solo, that was kind of game breaking. That's also why they likely fixed that up a little bit. On every kill, you get so much more armor on kill, or than health on kill, because you regen that 1.2k. Although, yeah, unless you've hit health gates, like you're not regenerating all of it. But even with Firewall, you can just with one specialization, you can have 30% health on kill, which was a little bit out of whack, especially for like people like that have like 300, 400, 1 million as HD. But armor feeds into a few other mechanics as well, like shields, like also, for instance, for Vanguard, for Galvanize, stuff like that. If or actually, can I? Okay, so library. Here we go. But put the talent in here. Yeah, the naming on this is also pretty weird. Behind you. Like, nearsighted, unempty, measure, thunderstrike. Behind you. What? Let's put behind you on this thing. Although I think the place behind you will come into play mostly is, of course, in groups. If you have enemies targeting your allies, that helps a little bit. But let's see about what can we do solo to kind of make it work. Let's take a decoy. Let's take technician as well. Might as well. Firewall isn't doing much for us there. Skill zero. Although, yeah, I don't think, having already tried it a little bit, I don't think like solo you can really make it work. Because yeah, even with that decoy, the second you start shooting someone, that someone is going to target you. That decoy doesn't out-threat you that easily. Just want a territory control. That's a territory control. Let's go there. Field Splinter backpack in the St. Paul confirmed. Apparently, right? that's where it should come from, likely. Is behind you the first talent to get a unique icon for its perfect version? Oh, did it have a different icon for the perfect version? Where's... Oh, there's an arrow up. Yeah. Because I don't think there's any other. Oh, actually, well, look at that actually. So stabilize as a 2. Wait, did they just add that to other talents, or did stabilize already have that? Well, this is perfect fast hand, no icon. Did Stabilize already have that? I just don't look at the icons that much. I mean, we can see that in the normal game, right? Sledgehammer is slightly different. I have no idea how normal sledgehammer looks, but we can actually wait. Which one? What was a good one to? Oh, actually, I do have a normal sledgehammer. Oh, yeah, actually, it does. Is it? There's normal sledgehammer, and then indeed, actually, left these all has a few like as just as embellishments on it. Yeah, I guess I just never looked at it as closely. But yeah, if I wonder if then also, yes, Stabilize already had it. Because yeah, it has a arrow up with the name. Variant. Also, does this thing actually even have a mark or anything? No, right? The behind you talents. Like it doesn't have a side of the weapon or buff bar. Nope. Also, yeah, on Striker it's super hard to tell if it's active or not because you have also the stacking of the Striker going on, so damage numbers are already kind of fluctuating heavily.
Incoming hostiles detected.
God damn it.
Serious trauma detected.
Sorry, could you stop shooting me? Because yeah, the thing is here, like there, the first few shots definitely were boosted, and then
Ski detected.
yeah, the second I kind of get going, it'll aggro me. Because yeah, I felt super powerful there on that purple for the first like 3 or 4 shots.
Hostile control point nearby.
But still, like for instance, yeah, the hunter fight at the start. Like, but would you really grab? Well, I mean, maybe, right? If you're like min-maxing for heroic as well. Or if you do a lot of countdowns, having a behind you weapon before and then. And it does seem to be, although that's also kind of hard to tell, especially solo. It does seem to be like the target needs to be targeting you, because I've already messed about with it a little bit, and yeah, if like I'm getting shot by that person but not that person, and I shoot that person, it seems to be the person that you're like actively shooting at that needs to not be targeting you, not just nobody in general.
How do you like my driving?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I did not notice you before. So that decoy out. Really want this medic gone. And yeah, it's very obvious on the damage numbers when
Serious trauma detected.
when they are and aren't shooting at you. Because yeah, 1.2 millions and I'm like half stacked. That's what a 60% amp does. Because yeah, even when they're like not facing me and they're like moving around there,
Agent out of
they're
action.
of course like they are actually like aggro to me. But
Friendly combatants detected.
not a medic. How many medics do we have so far?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah.
Serious
It's very
trauma
obvious, yeah.
detected.
I can't miss.
Like I'm aiming for in the 700s, 600s, and 700s when aren't targeting me, and then oh, actually somehow if you wanna mess about with this for a second.
Don't try
Waiting for my decoy. Yeah, so second I started shooting her, she basically just turned and faced me, because of course she does, because even a decoy right on top of her, that's not gonna out aggro a full striker build. That's not how the game works.
Friendly combatants nearby.
But is that a balancing factor for 60% amp on the named, 40% here? Like 40% is a lot. 40% is sledge, and you still can have sledge on top of it. Let me catch up. No. Yeah. Me neither, Scooby, so that's... You're not the only one. Because yeah, I don't look at talents that often, but yeah, it is... it does, yeah, indeed seem to be. But yeah, I wonder, so I don't know if anybody's in normal game right now, in like base. Is perfect stabilizer different than the... Although, of course, yeah, you need to have a perfect stabilized weapon. Which, who would have that at the ready? It's just that I have it as a joke weapon there for 511.
Friendly combatants detected.
Also, yeah, grade 25 is available, right? Oh, also, yeah, let me actually... So, how's the descent graphically shown? I haven't even looked. I'm not gonna do a descent. I'll leave the changes. But, oh, actually, let's go over here. Just I've seen it. And I don't know if I really want to test anything else, per se, so... Oh, shit. I just press and held F out of habit. Hater Fatal, what got going on? So yeah, we... Earlier today and yesterday we
Entering combat simulation.
messed about a lot. Actually, I'm just gonna. Or does it show it in here as well? Because actually, you would need to see it in here as well. Really, if we're being honest. I have to start
Combat
it before.
simulation program activated.
Oh, talent pool. Okay. Okay, just shows it like this. And I already saw people talking about it. It's rotating every 6 hours, right? So 4 times a day. At least on PTS. So we have to see if that sticks. But yeah, I already see, like, yeah, there's no trauma here. There's no sadist here. There's no eyeless here. That sucks. No steady-handed here. Like, why would I run now? why wouldn't I just wait for a better time? There's no plague. This sucks. This shouldn't be. This just don't do this. Like, we're perfectly fine with the current system. If you wanna bypass this a little bit, add a 5th slot or something. This sucks. This makes no sense. There's no unhinged here. There's no obliterate here. There's no surgical here. So if you're deep pushing and you want to do stuff with crit chance, that's not in here. There's no, like, what is the point of this critical in here if surgical isn't here? I mean, you can trigger it off of agonizing bites, but still. What are we doing? It's dumb. That's my official assessment of that. It is dumb. IKEA has spoken. Dumb it be. Perfect stable as arrow normal does that. Again, in normal game, yeah. What do you mean? Who would have? Drop Scott rolled with detail. You can put it on the what? Wait, what did I say? What? Drop Scott roll with detail. You can put it in the stash for break. Blue screen give us some busy added an exotic descent talents. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Busy little bee? But how does that even work? Like, does it just what? Because busy, like there is a weapon swapping component to busy little bee. Capacitor would be cool to have in there because yeah, that was the last thing that skill builds were kind of missing in there. I wouldn't mind actually trying out the Turtron hybrid. Actually, has ass there as well, carrot acid as well. Oh, was surgical in there? Top right. Okay. But yeah, it's not going to be in there sometimes. But also, yeah, like Unhinged isn't here. Steady-handed isn't in here either, so that's fine. But yeah, there's no trauma here. Why would I Nemesis run for this, like, this rotation? Which is just... And yeah, I did miss surgical there. I'm getting old, okay? My glasses aren't clean. I'm tired. I'm weary. I'm half blind. Builds on any weapon and activates on swapping to any other weapon. But once you swap to that other weapon, are you stacking up again? And then when you swap again, is it basically like versatile? But then, you know, saying this yesterday game, she has a bad items on purpose to create chase for good ones. This rotation thing is terrible. There's just aren't enough talents in there. That, and it's also like, why would you ever do a deep run? No, like unless you have the right talents. Also, if you're in a deep run, which might last longer than 6 hours, or when the rotation happens, what happens? Like, how does that even work? Like, does the rotation apply to your talents once you start a run, or is it locked in once you start a run that you're gonna have these talents? Because if you get deep and suddenly, like, some of your talents that you don't have maxed out are no longer in this talent pool, how does that work? I'm gonna assume it gets locked in when you just basically start to run. I assume, but and yeah, the thing is, like, I have no issues getting to Nemesis with good enough reds, a preservation, and then like trauma and a sadist and a eyeless, you know, something of that, and steady-handed already. But also the thing is, once you get deep, you can start making a build. Like once you get into the 20s and, you know, 30s and especially like 40s, you can just have 10s on the ones that you want. But yeah, the ones that you want may not be in here. Like if you don't have Unhinged in here, if you don't have Plague in here, or like the mid tiers and stuff, like here as well, what 3 talents are you going to pick? Because yeah, Regicide Deep doesn't work, Sandman doesn't work, Dr. Home doesn't work, so yeah, you're stuck with Agonizing, Breathe Free, and Glass Cannon. Do you really want to run that as a set for Deep? Especially like Glass Cannon Deep, like, doesn't make sense at all. I just wish they are like, there's so many better ways of doing that system. Hell, just add add 3 slots up there, like literally on this in this system. If you want to do this, add 3 slots up here, and people get to pick whatever the fuck they want in those. Then at least most of it you already have, so that you can basically always lock in trauma, sadist, eyeless here. Always have preservation and maybe like adrenaline rush, and you know, either insulated or clutch maybe for deeper runs. And then here you can just pick 3. If you're missing 3 here, like likely you can make a set of 3 that you like, and then whatever the talent pool has. Like that would be already such an improvement. And that's kind of the thing that like a lot of games like that do. You get to pick your slots. Also make them cost stuff, and then you can also have even more reason to like make them cost like 200 each for slots, and yeah, just preferred talents basically, and then you just lock them in. That would be a much better system. With every result, and let us reroll the talent pool as an option. That as well, and make it like 4 slots exotic, 5 slots for normal things, just showing more, making the choice easier. There's so many ways around it that like that system just feels like the wrong way of doing it. Because yeah, that kind of counteracts the improvement, because I'll likely do more runs actually. Like, I mean, that's also fine with me for me doing it with golden bullets weeks, because I don't like playing golden bullet anyway, so I'll just do some dissenting. Perfect stabilize and born great are already with focus, Sire's knee pad, a cheat code for legendary. There are easier cheat codes than that. Because yeah, or Ouroboros, chest striker, just murder everything. Elmo for the mid-range parts. Although yeah, it kind of depends on controller. Maybe I can see use for like, especially once the G36 gets a little bit of a buff, it'll do okay with perfect stabilize. And yeah, focus works well. Sire's knee pad, not so much. Like you don't want to use that on legendary, because you wanna still have movement. You can take one to the face, but another one is coming right after it. Usually on legendary. So Sawyer's really doesn't work on legendary. You want to be able to like, you know, peek, like even if shield peeking is going. Oh, we have another one of those freezes. Shield peeking is going, but what you still already do in legendary is just, you know, just adjust your aim a little bit. You're like using corners and stuff, and just Sawyer's doesn't work for that ever. Oh, I don't know. I see a fluffy. Also, yeah, Regulus is the actual, also like cheat code. Well, solo or groups in for only special places, like, you know, the capital stuff. Scaling. Do you think we'll get named weapons with talents from different weapon types? SMG with salvage or shotgun with lucky shot? I already see some issues with shotgun with lucky shot, because like, well, no, I mean, you treat every pellet, but yeah, that would be just weird. I wouldn't put it past them, kind of like what they've done, chest talents and backpack talents on, like, you know, moving them around. We're getting another one of those with, for instance, perfectly tamper-proof. This is also a different icon, right, than normal tamper-proof? Or this is like a new icon? Because that's not what I remember for tamper-proof. We can actually check, of course, because we have the option to go into here pretty quickly. There's an explosive delivery. We're getting a different version of this, but was already a chest talent. But tamper-proof was also a chest talent, and that's getting moved to a backpack. Yeah, so this is the normal tamper-proof. And yeah, now we have a backpack version, so we can have both. So stuff like that. But yeah, weapons they haven't done yet. Most of the ones that are locked in are already kind of locked in for a decent reason. Although an unhinged AR kind of sounds like a thing I would want. And a boomerang AR would be funny as well. But we'll see. I mean, I mean, the best I can say is like yes or no, and like what does my say have to do in that? I would just be speculating. IKEA style legendary, you know. I'll leave the legendary expert title by you to see. But yeah, I mean, well, there's a reason we're mostly strikering nowadays with 4-man, and unless you're like speed running and have like a perfect setup for people, Regulus just gets in the way. I'm capital main now. Okay, how's that? How are those? How are those going? Actually, did you get a?
Agent, I appreciate the business.
I saw you being busy with it actually, but when I poked in earlier, we went off because yeah, I was looking for someone to raid. That was also why I was asking. Actually, wait. While we're waiting here, let me. So, one thing I just need to test this. Where's a place where there's a guaranteed kind of door easily? I mean, a lot of places. Federal might be the easier one. I want to see if, because I'm pretty sure I've tested it in the past with explosive delivery on chest. It doesn't cross door boundaries like with most explosions don't. Is this free talentable chest and backpack? No, not the backpack. Let's find some. Oh, actually, we have the perfects, right? So we can just do this. I think I have an Eclipse glove and a mask in here. Eclipse glove, Eclipse mask. Just to test this. And also remind me, because tamper-proof, I'm actually not. Tamper-proof does go over door boundaries, I'm pretty certain. I don't remember, yeah, an explosive delivery doesn't, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to bet my life on it. Because that's always going to be the issue for it, if it is the case. Let's grab something that doesn't kill. Or remote pulse. Wait, decoy worked as well, right? Because of the on this. Or on this, I mean, yeah, so let's grab decoy. And now we don't have Val either to skill stuff. And yeah, we're just gonna do this mission on normal, go up to that door and just see if it like if it hits inside of the door or not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Oh, sub 15. Jesus. Okay. Pretty sure my like 4-man isn't sub 15. Another freeze. I was looking there if it was like, because yeah, currently. Oh, actually, yeah, we didn't go inside. Let's actually try this. So, like.
Get into it.
I mean, they just ran away from it. And it sucks that these two are blue cores. That's just gonna suck. Oh, they aggro them as well. Okay, let's just die here. Hi. Did you smack me? Smack me more.
Needed.
Smack me. Hit me, baby, one more time. I've spent like 12 hours in the past 3 days. Okay. Yep, that'll do that. Might be able to push sub 14, I guess, somewhere else. Okay, so is there a solo world record on it currently? I mean, there is, right? I think I've seen like Rotor. Actually, we're gonna go over here. We have a testing to do. I keep getting sidetracked. Okay, but glitchless as well, or is it is it determined? I haven't set the mission. Yeah, I don't want heroic actually. I want normal.
We need to find out what happened to the team that went to try to repair the main shade node. The federal shelter should be beneath your current position. Find a way down there, but proceed with caution.
Really? Yeah. Annoying thing on normal, of course. Anything I hit will instantly die. Just to the... You stay there. How many waves do I even get here? Because we also had... That matters. Oh. That actually seemed to go through door. Is there a better door? Is there a door that I can, like, get to before combat starts? Is there territory control? Here there's a territory. Lots more oxys. Like that, yeah. I can get that.
Hostiles guarding
I'm just
location
going for a
nearby.
good PB, basically. An honorable goal. Here they'll spawn in that one place. I can set the decoy up front. And yeah, we just have to see if it crosses door boundary. Another one would be as well, maybe going halfway, because that's a bunch of waves. Also, actually, she has an explosive though. That should probably use that.
Got that division, asshole. Help.
This armor is finished.
Right, there we see. I don't want to time it.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Run then.
So that guy was damaged before he walked out already. Damn it, so yeah, that's also basically inconclusive.
Reloading.
Access key detected.
Actually, wait, let's see if this is one of these names. Oh, it's a back one. Yeah. Wait, what? Excuse you? So what's happening here? Palisade, targeted loot, right? Palisade, targeted loot. A tactical Super 90 and a backbone. Lingmo brand set. What? Because yeah. Palisade? Lingmo. Palisade. Yeah. What? Why is that named in the wrong? Lincoln. Yeah, the thing is, Lincoln only, I mean, spawns two. Yeah, it does spawn 2 waves, even solo, right? Does it also spawn 2 waves even on normal? Is it on hard, actually? Although as well, like, not invaded. Although I'm thinking, like, of the second door, because that first door, I can't... I mean, I can kind of get to it, especially on hard, right? I can just run up there. At least, yeah, we have a bunch of places here. It's not a bad idea.
We need you
know what? I'll run up the middle. See if they actually like kind of spot me before.
Will be a direct threat to the campus.
Bet you thought you were clever.
In here! Give it up! Stand there and take it!
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Wait, does normal explosive delivery work the same way? Is there a third one? No, actually. Yeah, because yeah, he was out already. But the other one wasn't, I think. What has a wait, what has a longer duration than that? Healing Hive, right? Maybe. Yeah, let's try Healing Hive. Although the decoy is nice because it makes them not run. So let's try it more with it. Because yeah, I think these waves may be more consistently, because especially that second back wave.
Open that gate.
Well, you know what? We'll just put both, and I'll just kill with shotgun. We'll just, because we're gonna have multiple skills out, right? Haven't ever done that, I think, with explosive. Okay, well,
There you are!
put that there.
Too close! Put him down! Make it fast!
Put that there.
Great spot for a turn.
She's out. No, actually she's in. It's gonna be mistimed, I think. Oh, that's perfect. Ooh. Yeah, it basically looks like it does. And oh, definitely.
Let's do this!
Yeah, the shock was expected, but yeah, the boom not. Because yeah, the shock shouldn't... Like, I don't have a vial on or anything, so that shouldn't be doing any damage.
Damn it!
Let's try the Grenadier ladies. They're also elite, so we'll definitely see. Because yeah, actually, if it hits both sides, that's actually at least interesting. You know what? Well, wait, does the explosion actually trigger combat? I have no idea. Let's find out. Because these guys would hear it likely. No, they don't. That right side wave is spawning. Oh, that actually worked. Is there a third one? No. Didn't shock him. He just walked past it. The boss. Although, yeah, this isn't a doorway like the other ones. There's also, yeah, that one guy got also like that one LMG actually got past the shock without getting shocked. We have one more good door at the end of the...
All clear. I repeat, the compound.
Oh well, we have actually
all
two good
clear.
doors.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
But actually, yeah, in the kill room as well, we have a deep door. Let's try a few more. Oh, also, yeah, let me actually try. Yeah, that's still fine. Just waiting for the hive. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
I've got your back.
Eyes on target. Eat this. Damn agent.
Hurry. Who did we lose?
Those don't have vision on it. Okay, there didn't hit the red or the purple. The second one did, and they're still not out of it. The red definitely wasn't out of it. Still not out of it. That's weird, right? There it hit both. Both. And now he's out.
You go.
Gonna be.
Damn it. The True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased
We have the
security.
kill room here.
Can't access data on this location. Stay
The speedrun strats, although I really ran way too far for it to be worthwhile. Skull Ligma.
Careful with those rounds. You wanna kill everybody in here? You hear that?
No, actually he's bad. He's crazy. You just have to be just as crazy, Dusty, as
DC-62
Rotor.
detected.
You can get that to that door on heroic. Just need to kill 2 enemies to trigger the
Can't afford to
spawn.
let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that tunnel.
The initial door, you mean? The thing is, I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna get murdered. Also, it doesn't matter for this. It seems pretty consistent that yeah,
What was that?
that these guys
I've got you now.
you're gonna make an explosion happen in a sensible way. There we go. But yeah, just the explosion hitting both sides. Kind of curious because I've definitely messed around with tamper-proof, but maybe I never really messed around with this door. I'm definitely sure, like normally, and yeah, it hit even her, which she was all the way out there. So yeah, normally you would even like, for instance, a sticky or something that you can send into a door, or we'll just end it here actually.
Worst mistake.
Because yeah, we kind of got our answer. It hits both sides. You can send the sticky through, it'll hit only the inside. That's kind of like why fire cams are so cool. Because yeah, even foam and stuff usually doesn't. But for instance, a mortar there as well, if you shoot it even at the entrance of that door, it'll only hit the outside. It won't hit the inside. So. The annoying thing is, so yeah, you don't need this, of course. You don't need the backpack. You can just make it to work with the chest and then maybe foam it. I could see it being useful for a foam and stuff because it will stagger as well. It will likely even stagger elites, legendary elites. But still, giving up a chest talent for that, it's likely still not worth it because even on a let's put it on an explosive build and try to make it as good as we can. Because yeah, we'll put it on this. We won't actually even put the backpack on. We'll put it like this, or well, we won't take tamper proof. Let's grab a healing hive. We are giving up that skill efficiency and stuff, so yeah, build wise it would still be annoying to do. But we have all of the explosive damage. That's something good have, really. Wonder if it scales with DTA and stuff as well. Do we care enough? God damn it, I care enough. I'm not gonna have kept any other group of pieces, right? Because why would I? Why would I keep any other than this thing? I mean, we can still... can still tell from this, right? Actually, we can just hit... Let's hit a normal invulnerable enemy. Put down a Cheska. Make note of the number, and then... it's an explosion. DTA should apply. Damage numbers. Also tell me it does actually hit up, so it does hit. Wait, what? Oh. 2 chests. One of them. Oh, it starts actually playing right away. Yeah. That's good. 988210. 988210. So DTA isn't applying. The number didn't change. And it would have, because yeah, we have. Could have actually as well held the pistol and then the shotgun. I should make sure as well. Okay, so nothing with that. Actually, what is the wording on it even? Oh, a concussion grenade. A concussion grenade actually it doesn't scale with DTA either. So. Just to be sure, just to be safe. And yeah, it does scale with that, right? Is it maybe not self-updating? Because it should have gone up now. Right, let's deconstruct that. And throw out the fresh one. Okay, so there it update. Okay, so maybe we need to do the test with first putting it on and tossing it out, seeing if we get a different number than that 9882210. Get a 948. Listen, what happened there? Oh, DTA is likely applying. Does this other one have skill damage? Or, well, actually, no. Skill damage also wouldn't matter. Right? So this is now doing 96. It's actually deconstructed and throw it out once more. So maybe DTA is applying. Because our initial one, we equipped the chest, and that maybe have 968. What? Is it doing different numbers each time? Is it maybe the explosion radius? Because, yeah, the further you are outside of a radius, but usually the full damage is done within. Maybe it has more adverse fall off than normal grenades. Because yeah, normally grenades, like, if you kind of land them. Oh, didn't even hit. Yeah, here we're gonna get multiple numbers, so that's annoying. You know what? Let's try to get it right underneath him, and we'll try to get it in the same spot. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. It is fall off related. And doesn't auto update, right? So even here, if I just put on the Grupo, no, it's doing the same damage as before. I'll try dropping it in the exact same spot. Close enough at the very least. Yeah, that damage went up by a lot. Yeah, just to see as well. So we have this. So 1.5 every 5 seconds, maybe with the stagger. But yeah, the thing is, like, instead of that, how about I just do this? And just murder everything in one shot. You know. Yeah. At least the ability to hit both sides of a door is kind of interesting, because not many things can do that. Hell, it might be even worth carrying this around and just putting it on whenever something gets stuck in a doorway. Although, I mean, yeah, would you really carry an extra item for that? Oh, armor on the enemy. Yeah, you're not incorrect. Okay, you know what? Let's try. Although, yeah, just how do we? Because so normal grenades have like this. There's a radius of 3 meters, and then the fall off starts. This thing seems to like have a meter radius, and then the fall off starts. I mean, you know what I can do? I can just... What's that? Oh, wait. Why doesn't that leave decals? What? What? What did... Huh? Wait. I guess I just never have shot the ground here. Ever. Maybe 10 meters easier to see now. You know what? Maybe if we throw it from here, we can kind of judge the distance. So 1.4, 1.4. Although I still don't think it's auto-updating, because we went from... Yeah, so... Because we went from Cheska to Grupo as well, so... It doesn't auto-update, that much is clear. So yeah, let's go Grupo now. That's not the place I wanted to put it. So there again. So 1 million. Let's get one more number. 87. Like that. I still have a thing open somewhere. I do. So 1187.531 divided by. All right, let's do it like this. 108.7733. So 33 is this number divided by this number. That's the 9.1%. So I mean, maybe I didn't land it exactly the same. So actually, try again as well. Yeah, that was 9%, which, you know, significantly more than 8%. Or actually, it would even be less than 8% because you have damage trauma. Yeah, there's no good way of getting consistent numbers here. You know what? Wait, what are you? You're elite. But here we have to like try to figure out which one is the elite and which one is. So the highest number is a 130. Actually, no, that's not true. 131.8950. So it's whatever's. Although these guys don't show up as actual enemies, so that's the same. That's the same number. Let's make sure. 131.7850. Well, actually, 8950. Yeah. This thing seems to have a drop off literally at like 0 meters. So it's super annoying to double check. Well, I'll just chalk that up to somebody else might test it, and we'll move on with our lives. Because in the end of the day, like, well, this chest, even if I had like a yellow one with haste skill damage, would I really pick that over like just like here? Can even make this happen faster than 5 seconds. Although, of course, that one is unattended, so you can kind of set it at a door and it'll do its thing. But still, like, yeah, we already don't use talents like that. Oh yeah, actually, the blue number would be elite. This is what happens when I don't get much sleep. Because yeah, I am actually basically dead tired at this point. And testing is actually not the greatest idea. Where is the number set? So Oh, it's this, right? So 131-8950, 131-85930. But there's a bunch of like normal hits here that are basically the same level. So actually, there's one that's even the exact same. So we can actually conclude from that DTA doesn't, because no number is higher here than it, and it was basically on top of that elite. So the elite was getting the full brunt of it, and then yeah, there's a few matching numbers in yellow, and then no, like, yeah, so which would make sense. It's pulling from the concussion damage, so that makes sense. And yeah, actually, I could look. I'm awake, barely. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of thinking as well of putting it on that corner the whole time, but also like, yeah. Did I miss anything else? No. So we tested the gear, or well, we like saw the icon of the gear set. That's all I cared about anyway. Just knowing it. Some testing in groups, but likely when it comes to the game, I'll just test it then, because they might still do some changes. One last thing I really want to try. Yeah, let's test one last thing, and that's the. We're gonna grab a Hunters of the Furies, the Furiouses of the Hunters. We'll do that. This is free tauntable, right? Intimidates. Actually, we need a chest. I mean, actually, we can just do it with SMG. Let's just do it. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it with Ouroboros, actually. 53, 150. Yeah, she doesn't have. Whatever. Actually, oh well, that one has weapon handling. It's being silent is still just, it weirds me out. It just does. No, that looks fine. Wow, that's a lot of spawns. Question mark on her map? This is a territory control though. Who do I want to murder? Sure. Actually, no, though. Let's go murder that.
Hostile control point detected.
Hey, Snitch, have a good day. It's going to be a name group here as well, isn't there? Yes. Of course, there will be. As expected.
No sweat.
Oh, yeah. It is 3 seconds indeed.
What?
Game? Hello.
Fuck you! I'm burning off!
Serious trauma detected.
Sir, could you poke your face out? Yeah. And yeah, I should actually try to keep my bonus armor. I should try to kill all of the Black Tusk. Right, because they're the territory control.
Airburst coming in.
About that. That guy was not heroic skilled. Are these guys heroic skilled? It's actually hard to tell. Not and I'm out of range with him. Also, I don't have a.
What?
That's me. And yeah, that charging up of intimidate is really good. Like 3 seconds, just charges up like pretty good. Master of Words. It charges up like a pretty good. It does the thing that it does do. It's not doo-doo at the thing it does do.
You're gonna die like a
Master of Words. And I picked the one elite out of all of that. And the nice thing about Intimidate as well, it will work with shotguns because, yeah, SMGs already had a solution for Hunter's Fury and stuff. Because you would just go obliterate with them. But shotguns didn't. I should actually try it with a shotgun as well. Oh well, specifically the Scorpio. And I'm able to keep. I mean, this was already the case, kind of. You could run Intimidate, especially with Mentor or especially Bloodsucker, because Bloodsucker's self-refreshing thing is like pretty overpowered, actually.
I can fix this.
It's kind of overlooked, but also Memento's kind of good, so. Especially solo.
That's it, right?
Let's see, this is a 3 blue core build, or well.
Hey, we're tougher than we look.
You know, Memento and then 2 blue cores, so it's a little bit overkill with a 4-tier shield. So. It doesn't feel as weak as it should. It's running Oreo, of course, as well. So that's kind of making up for it. But still, Intimidate pretty strong. So let's try it with the Scorpio. We likely need to put in a ton of crit chance. Yep. Because Scorpio only has 10. Would it be maybe worth running crit chance 3rd on it? No. We'd still want the detox. Right. I would say. What we can do is run a few crit chance mods at the very least. And I need a bio break as well in a second. I don't know this. Actually, let me go do that first because I'm already kind of yumping around. They didn't pull the. Oh, actually, good point. Did they put in the skill mod thingies? No, because 2 blast radiuses here. Was it listed in the known issues for the thing? I wasn't even thinking about it. We'll look that up in a second. Yeah, I need to bio break. I'll be back in a minute and a half, most likely, and then we'll continue on. We'll try out the Scorpio here. Actually, I should go and make the Scorpio detox as well. But yeah, we'll do that in a sec. Where is... Yeah, let's catch up. Here, it was announced. Or was it all in the patch notes? Because yeah, it was announced, of course, as a coming change with the next season, with Project Resolve and being in the Project Resolve. But yeah, actually, in the last one, they listed it as a thing that like it's not in this one. Same with tinkering, I think was right. But no mention of it since they talked about it in the stream, as far as I've seen. Was it actually not in the known issues with the last one? Or was only tinkering in there?
Hostile broadcast picked up.
I mean, I have the ability to look that up myself, actually, so let's do that maybe. Trello. Because yeah, the known issues were somewhere at the top or bottom. I should bring you guys along this. PTS Notes 1. Oh, actually no. So yeah, there's some inventory quality of life updates. I assumed like basically that this was in here basically. But then did they have actually? No, that's 94. We want this. No known missing pieces or anything up there. Known issues, festive delivery. Okay, so yeah. No new mention of it. Although that other one like also could be just non-distinct, and I'm assuming it is it is like that one. So yeah, we put the Scorpion here. We made 48 127. Likely still better to flip even one more. Yeah, let's put a crit chance mod in here. I just need to remember to like load a build to get this in. So what do we have now? 54 115. That seems reasonable. You know what? Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna go and get this thing modded, right? Fixed exploit where player could be invited at the end of the raid to obtain raid specific key without any participation. There goes my hardcore rages, yeah. Well, that was getting abused a little bit because I already saw some of the people that do like you know, helping out with raids. They would sometimes carry one person that just wanted the completion. They would let them have it, and then if they didn't need the eagle bearer, they would like let that person go and then would get someone into. It's kind of cheesy, so I kind of get it. Although I hope it doesn't break anything, because it can, of course. I wonder if this skill mod is becoming spec rework. Oh, if it like basically just goes missing.
I appreciate.
I'm gonna guess likely not. They've announced it already, and it doesn't seem like a hard thing to implement. Although it's weird, yeah, that's not in PTS. What was I there? To me, it's pretty much a minor thing. I'd be happy if I got it, but also I'm okay with that as well. I think most of the community will think though like that. Would be nice to have, but also like maybe if it gets pushed to later in the season or something, I'd be okay with that if they haven't finished their implementation. I would rather they got an implementation that like worked the right way. Because actually, so this tinkering, like really, like yes, very much so. So the only downside is, yeah, you can't recalibrate from it because that's crafting station, of course, or reconfigure is the term I'm looking for. And as well, they actually started the coffee. I might go and grab that right in a second as well. Because it turns out I might need it. And yeah, let's see if we can get a detox. Well, we'll get it. Okay, yeah, we can get a detox. We can even get it in one go. Let's tinker with this thing. And this I also kind of like just likely incidentally, the confirm and the optimize button are overlapping with each other. So you just click and hold, and then click and then click and hold, and just go up the item instead of like reselecting the item each time. So yeah, we have a detox Scorpio. We have a build to match it. Intimidate in its new form. Let's go. Actually, yeah, let me go grab that coffee. I need it. I'll be right back. Oh, I should will. Okay, how are skill mods working now? Do they take inventory space? So yeah, no, they haven't changed that yet. Or well, it isn't in this PTS at the very least. So it's still as the old one, because for instance here as well, I have 2 blast radiuses. So it's not even like the way they explained it is just it's going to be the same inventory, but basically for you just get one of each of the mods. If it will or won't take space here, I would expect it not to, but well, I will have to see. But yeah, it's not here yet. Yeah, let me go grab that coffee. I'll be right back again, actually. Yeah, this will hopefully help a little bit with the focus. Except we're not focusing, we're intimidating. We're gonna be so intimidating. 42% of it. You know what? Let's go kill that. That seems like a good thing. Because yeah, let's mess about with this, and I feel I'm basically done with PTS. We've had our fill of a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff I need to kind of feel it in groups, because yeah, groups is pretty different than solo. There is more of the humans there, because it's something like behind you, especially for instance. Although even in incursion, like the Oreo is more than 50% ahead. Than even most of the ARs and LMGs, so still, like, Oreo is still king there. But you know, if you don't have Oreo, then just look behind you. Give me your soul. And yeah, totally should have not taken that shot for free. Because yeah, one of the things with Intimidate though is it is basically an on-kill talent. Oh, did I aggro the CP from here? God damn it. Whoa, you're going through my shield, really?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Let's go hide in the corner.
Agent incapacitated.
That fast revive is actually kind of annoying, because usually, if it takes a few seconds, the enemies actually usually disperse. Now the enemies don't disperse really because you get back up that fast. I barely had it up that time. Let's go murder something else. I know what that sounds. They spawn annoying. They don't. Let's go. Let's see about that. But yeah, I totally actually forgot about the skill thing indeed. Skill mods. And yeah, another one of these. And yeah, I'm looking over to see if like the renderer is also struggling at that point, but it doesn't seem to be. So it doesn't seem to be like a processor freeze, which kind of still the other ones were just basically and it's pretty, yeah, with it charging up that fast, this is perfectly usable. Much more usable than it used to be. Although, yeah, Bloodsucker might be a better choice than Intimidate. Or than Memento. The consistency. But Memento, yeah, is perfectly fine as well. Yeah. There's definitely value to that 210 because this is especially for solo with the Scorpio. Scorpio is still a little bit weaker than, you know, if you're just doing a 612 with a damage challenge, but it's that built-in CC. Like one shot will already stagger reds and purples with that poison. 3 shots will definitely stagger everything because of the disorients. And then, yeah, you're going to shock. And especially as well with enemies that are chunky enough to take 5 shots from you or 7 shots from you. They'll, you know, they'll have the 20% debuff on them for the next few shots. Is there another territory? Ah, there's a territory. With all of these, I kind of like, just to get an actual feel for them, I would love to like run an hour or two of Summit or something with this, but We'll leave that for when it actually hits live.
By hostiles.
Because this is basically closer to old Intimidate. Because Intimidate used to be basically on or off 35%. So it was, there wasn't a second component to it, or like it takes this many seconds to stack. It was just, whenever you had bonus armor, it was on, and especially with Adrenaline Rush, you always had a little bit of... I think actually maybe Adrenaline Rush might be worthwhile. We should actually try that.
Reloading.
Access key detected.
But even if you lose Adrenaline Rush, that was a nice thing. It like back in 3 seconds. Is that the drone? That's another short freeze. Are these guys skilled? They almost feel not skilled. It's hard to tell. But you know what? Let's do a bounty, because a bounty I can guarantee is skill. Let's put them. Maybe it puts it actually somewhere else then. I'll head out later. Yeah, no. Thanks for poking in, Tasty. A well-deserved little bit of rest. How much do I have? I have almost full momentum. We'll take the long scenic route. We'll go from DCD. Actually, I could have come down from bank. That would have been faster, but we've already fast traveled here. It's about the same, actually. It's the entrance is on the south. We'll take the scenic route. And indeed, yeah, keeping one in the chamber when swapping weapons no longer is there indeed. I wonder why? Why were they even messing with that? Was it such a weird thing to change? It's also like just makes sense. Like if you reload the weapon to have 50 rounds in it for with, you know, if it's a 50 round mag, and then put it away, like it should just retain that 51.
It's a win for us.
Why would you reset that?
Makes us a little safer.
Is it? That's breaking the rock and roll currently as well. I mean, that's completely breaking it, but you have to pull it out and then reload it and then start unloading, which I mean is perfectly fine for it because that's within what you can do. What are you guys fighting? Stop fighting. Right. I don't know which faction we're fighting here for the bounty. Although actually, well, it's sergeants, so likely. These guys, these outcasts don't feel skilled per se. Actually, well, maybe I'm overestimating solo skilling. I haven't actually played much in solo skilling. Here we'll even put flame rounds in our Scorpio. And I feel Intimidate. This is maybe a good place for it to be.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Basically perfectly fine. I really want to jump down again. That guy felt heroic skilled like that. Although as well, yeah, I don't have Intimidate up because I'm not doing a good job of
Vital signs critical.
keeping it active.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I'll just take a few seconds to regen. So actually Hunter Killer with the 1.5% regen, is that worth it? Not particularly.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, come on. Stab. Wait, what? The icons for the enemies, for us, for the bosses, for a second they're changed to the convoy because there's a convoy passing. That was weird. YG Hunter Killer with a 1.5% regen, so 2%, 2.5% regen. How much is that even? Like, how many seconds is that for? Because it's between 50 and 33, basically, right? Because yeah, 3% would be 50 or 33, and 2% will be 50 seconds. So it's like 41.6666, right? I think, or maybe 42.66 seconds.
Found one.
That's your target.
Because Hunter Killer is
Serious trauma.
disorient. Oh, yeah, there I got saved actually by the Hunter's Fury 100 health. Yes.
Rogue explosive trap detected.
Yeah, you have moments like this. I have no bonus armor. I'm taking way too much like hostilities for me to actually
Don't fucking believe this.
get some bonus armor.
I thought.
You got the target. Nice.
Well, I just played poorly as well. Just letting the enemies completely surround me. Also, my 4-tier shield doesn't, well, it took great offense to that and left me. Doesn't feel like a 4-tier shield. It is a 4-tier shield, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, I wanna go close to this guy.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Because I want his memento. So I can use that to murder. You know, when Intimidate is fully up, this actually feels pretty strong. But yeah, it's down again.
Target neutralized. Good work.
I think maybe Adrenaline Rush might just work fine with this. Let's actually try that. Might actually be...
Cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
So yeah, I need a Grupo or Badger Tough. Either. Let's go see if I have that. The Scorpio is a revolver shotgun, so it's weird that it would have one round in chamber. No, I was doing it with MPX. Does the Scorpio? I don't actually. Scorpio doesn't like do one in the chamber, I think. It's weird that I actually don't know. Actually, no, it does. It does the one in chamber. But also, I think it's not a revolver, right? It's magazines. I think. The 612 is a real weapon, so you can. What was I gonna do? I was gonna see if I have a Grupo backpack or a Cheska backpack that I can. Or we can just go with this maybe for now. Actually, we recalibrated. We already did the. Yeah, so we'll take that out. We already actually put this Grupo backpack because I definitely have Cheska backpacks. At least I would think they're free townsable. Yep. We'll change that wicked one. 48. So one more mod. Good chance. No works. And we tinker with it, and we'll tinker this into Adrenaline Rush. Because this used to be the setup for Hunter's Fury for the longest of times. Adrenaline Rush Intimidate. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go over there, murder that. Actually, Scorpio does do one in the chamber, right? Because I often like reload it to get the 8 into it. Just to have one more shot extra over this +7. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Although actually, yeah, you're actually not wrong, I feel there. Especially on the 612. This is like as a replaceable drum and with like 6 rounds in it. Because yeah, for instance, the ACS doesn't go over. Doesn't retain one. But yeah, I was mostly looking at the MPX there. Although yeah, you can just pull it out, reload it, and just hold it in your hand. +1 round. Or have the rock and roll be 30. Let's see how this feels. And that will likely conclude my time with the PTS afterwards, after we run this for a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty fast, getting Intimidate. But yeah, I've lost it between those two enemies, basically going from one to the other. Adrenaline Rush is pretty short range. But yeah, this feels a lot better over that Memento, just because you're no longer locked to on kill. Is there a territory control here as well? No. But there's this guy's coming. Let's go murder dudes. Storm is brewing as the wind is making that filter thing above my window go crazy. Might actually get up in a second, close it. And they'll spawn from the building there, right? Actually, no, there's a sewer on the left here, right?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
They do spawn from...
Shield!
It does feel powerful, especially for a build that is like not full red. But you have moments like this where like just that guy is too far away. But then also I have to push all the way here, and then I'll be out of position for the next one. Also, I'm not in intimidate or in
Incoming hostiles detected.
Adrenaline Rush range. That was just awkward. That whole dude was awkward. And I'm gonna go down here.
It's critical.
I was hoping to get the kill there, the disorient on that guy, but still okay, still fine. This feels pretty okay. This feels kind of like old Intimidate, but not fully because it's like the first 2 seconds aren't. I think I will actually set up the shotgun to become this once the patch hits. So perfect intimidate. Let's actually, yeah, let's look just at perfect intimidate here because it's 10 stacks, right? So it's just one stack more of a self-multiplying 4%, taking it likely to like 40 some. Well, let's do the calculation here actually. Where is the talent one? I still have it open somewhere. Yep, I do. That is. So we'll do the same as this. So we'll do perf inti. Let's just read what it says here. I'm likely not gonna double check its numbers. Or maybe I'll use. She has 100 kilo, right? I haven't kept 100. Maybe I didn't keep the 100 kilo. God damn it. Is Cassie open? Oh, we despawned, like, we had the snitch here ages ago, right? But we despawned him. Let's see if we maybe have him here. It's Sunday, so she should be open, right?
Hostile control point detected.
I mean, it's late Sunday, so she should be open, right? Actually, no, she opens in like a few hours. If she opens. You know what, let's just jump one time. But also likely we put the snitch on cooldown and although actually didn't I talk to him at any point? Maybe it's in the patch notes as well what they've set it as. Yeah, no, I ran past them earlier. And yeah, likely we've put him on cooldown somewhere. If we really want to, we can swap characters and try it out. But let's actually see if the patch notes say anything. So maybe they'll list it here. But yeah, it was 10 stacks, right? 10 stacks of 4 instead. No, yeah, let's have some of that coffee actually. In this one, the perfect was in PTS1. The perfect numbers were in here. Although it was listed under the PvP changes, wasn't it? So that's the PvE. This is PvP. Even though it just plunked all of the talents underneath this. Gear talents. Intimidates. Perfect intimidate. Up to a max of 10. So we'll just assume that. If we put it on a build, we'll test it. But also, yeah, eventually we'll test it. Or I'll leave it to someone else. So perfect intimidate is this same calculation over here, but then instead of to the power of 9, to the power of 10. So it's 48. So it's a gain, it's an amp gain of basically an additive 6, just under 6%. That's not gonna beat either Grupo or Cheska, definitely. So definitely Cheska, but Grupo, it's kind of wouldn't be too far behind. But then you can use that to go 2-piece and get that regen. So you can get 2.5% regen with Bellstone and that, and especially for a PFE. 2.5%. Well, we have a freeze again there. 2.5% isn't bad, but also, yeah. Yeah. Let me catch on some of these. Is much of a problem considering both and Russian Intimidate or the same range. Yeah, but still, like, it would be nice if you already were charging it up, basically, running in. Because Intimidate does charge up, even, like, if you're out of range, but you have bonus armor, so... but yeah, you fall out of range a little bit, and then you just lose Intimidate, or, you know, it needs to recharge back up once you get back in range. More like that kind of thing. So, but yeah, they have the same range, and they're under the range of the 15 that you want for this one. So, but yeah, it is definitely for shotguns, either Bloodsucker, Memento, or Adrenaline Rush. Especially with the Scorpio, like this for solo. It used to be for the longest of time, like Scorpio as well. Just for solo is so good because you just, you know, you're seeing the target right in front of you. So if you're playing it smart, and you know, in solo there's so few enemies anyway. Opens in 1.5 hours. Yeah, actually, yeah. So that makes sense because yeah, it would be open the entire day of Monday, or well, usually. Well, actually no, yeah, so yeah. But yeah, if only someone made a list of the thing of when it's open and closed, I could have looked at my own work. Would Liquid Engineer be better? I wouldn't actually go Liquid Engineer here. Because while that increase in percentage is a little bit better, giving up either of these two brand bonuses is gonna hurt a lot. Because actually, I don't even remember what Liquid Engineer has over normal Bloodsucker. I would go most likely just check, because that giving up either of those two brand bonuses is it's too big of a loss, I would say. Although actually, well, no, because yeah, if you're going Hunter Killer, yeah, I mean, this is perfect for armor regen for it. But the thing is, on PFE, I would definitely not want Bloodsucker because you want it up front. The thing with Bloodsucker is you need a kill to get it going. Oh yeah, it's 12%, right? That's the difference. So you get 120% at max. I would definitely pick normal Bloodsucker. Bloodsucker refreshing as long as you have it, or like getting, yeah, basically like refreshing the full amount. As long as you're kind of in combat and kind of keep it up, this 10-second thing.
Really find time to clean and oil these tools.
It's actually super effective for Intimidate and stuff already, like in current game. And actually, yeah, if you're going perfect, if you're going for that armor region setup, like well, actually no, yeah, again. Because that would be most likely PFE. Like for me, that would be a PFE setup, or what I would want on a PFE setup, like 2.5% regen with Hunter Killer, another Golan, and then an Adrenaline Rush backpack. But you would want it to be Adrenaline Rush, so you have it up front, so you don't have to make a kill first. Because yeah, that's a big difference between the two. When using the Kingbreaker, is it better to use the Closer or Cheska with Spotter? So if it's competing with Cheska for that slot, then definitely Cheska is going to beat it. If it's competing with specific weapon damage for that slot, so if you can put the Grupo and the Cheska somewhere else, basically, if you're doing high end, basically, so. Did she have it? No. Actually, I've messed up this build, of course. But yeah, if it's competing, if you're especially doing an AR build, if it's competing with Fenris, if you're grading your weapon, it will win. So but only against Fenris or like specific weapon damage, usually. On a full red build as well. So, yeah. Contingent on many parts of the build. Because, that extra 5% is basically, close to the same as specific weapon damage, 10%, usually on a full red build. Actually, even on the 140 that the Fenris chest would have with spotter, if you're running a Fenris chest with spotter, changing it to perfect spotter, it actually lands on the exact same number, which is kind of funny. But then expertise grading comes in, and then perfect spotter wins that because it gives diminishing returns in weapon damage. So it's kind of dependent on build, but definitely versus Cheska, never gonna win. unless the build is very weirdly set up, or if it's something very specialized. If it's not like a negotiator or something, then it would win against Cheska. Is there anything else we want to have a look at? I feel I have my fill. We've looked at the rifle quite a bit, which is still a silly billy. We haven't looked at the the changes to sniper rifles, but I'll just, whatever comes out as being the new top dog, I'll just look at that and go like, okay, I'll put determined on that and run it on my hotshot. That sounds about right. And yeah, this thing maybe for the first shot would be pretty cool. But yeah, also determined exists, and who gives a F? Who gives a F about 60% more weapon damage when you can just body shot after the first headshot? Yeah, we've looked at ARs, we've played around with LMGs. We've had a go at Intimidate. We've seen what the gear set thingy looks like. Not really played around with it. And yeah, behind you kind of needs to be tested with groups, and yeah, I understand many people don't want to mess their time in here. So let's go back to normal game. And actually as well, I'll swap accounts, go back to main account. As I said earlier today, actually, I went around and made sure that second and third account were basically cleaned up and, had spent all their stars. The 4-piece Under Fury with Memento. The build was trying with spotter. Okay, so yeah, no, and that's because the other piece would be a Cheska at that point, depending on if you're going SMG or shotguns with it. Cheska will win by a lot with shotguns, or by still quite a bit with SMGs. Because especially Memento in there, you usually still need Cheska to get to high enough crit chance. Or well, you can make the go Cheska chest, and then the backpack becomes crit damage, because you basically give up one crit chance there. Yeah, I'm gonna swap accounts to main accounts, and we'll just go play normal game. And let me change my title on Twitch as well, as that can be handy. There we go. And yeah, tomorrow morning I'll spend some time still on the PTS with making a quick my thoughts on the PTS video. Mostly going over, you know, putting out what behind you is an amp. Vindicator is weird with leg shots. Intimidate, you know, just putting that out there. Showing the bursts, tables. Actually, well, I can do this while we're loading. That's it. Trying to, oh, no, not PTS. Yes, that was the last thing I had loaded up, of course. Nope, Division 2 without the PTSD. Thank you very much. Anyway, basically going over, you know, the few added things in here. My mistake with the SMGs. Because, yeah, I hadn't factored incorrectly the MP7 or the Banshee in the previous version, so they were actually misreporting. And yeah, they look really good, actually, both of them, MP7 and Banshee. Although, especially Banshee, because that one's pretty... Actually, I mean, yeah. The MP7 doesn't look too bad either on sustain. But yeah, it's pretty low on damage per mag. And it's not going to make up in... so Banshee's all the way up here. Where's MP7 in this list? Here, I guess so. For me, especially with fast downs, Banshee. And yeah, that's LMG's kind of maybe a little bit too good still. And yeah, rifles. And yeah, also talking about some of the ARs and actually what they look like on builds. That will all come tomorrow, though. Let's actually close that tab. We'll leave all of this open just so I have access to it pretty quickly. Actually, let's put it like that. There we go. And yeah, the game is loaded and we have access to it. I haven't looked at any targeted actually today. Wonder if Nego and behind you works.
Guardians detected in the field.
I would expect it that, yeah, because the transfer is non-reliant on. So if the target that you're shooting at. Oh, actually interesting, yeah, because you could have two targets marked. Someone else could, with that pistol, pull the main target away from you, and then you shoot the main target to transfer to those other. That could be interesting. Shall not have crit red enemy and the damage is shared to a purple or yellow. Does DTA increase the shared damage? So DTA is super weird in Negotiator, actually. So it double applies. So both for DTA and DTH. So you usually want to have actually DTA in that build. That's why also like LMG negotiators were pretty powerful. But I'm kind of rusty on how it actually, like the what the pure calculation on it is. There's an old Reddit post. I'm trying to think of like, I remember going through it, but it kind of lines us up. Also in Vroom, there is like a big like pins comment thing that like goes over it. But I use Negotiator so little nowadays that, yeah, kind of rusty on it. But it tends to, yeah, especially DTA double dips. I'm trying to remember of like DTOG. I feel DTOG doesn't, because DTOG would already show up as well on red enemies as well. So I'm guessing that's not the case. Shares specific damage dealt to the original factors. Well, yeah. So no, actually, yeah. So because, well, I mean, let's go. Actually, we have Negotiator here. We have Negotiator at home. Wait, why is there a junk item What are these? What?
Hello there.
I mean, they're all marked as junk, and they see. Oh, okay, I popped all those caches. I marked them as junk. Didn't deconstruct. Well, I think as well. Was it? It didn't show up in the range like the Dutch city. It might be easier to just find that old. Old Reddit post that lines it all out. Also, I'm not going like, am I just crazy for remembering that or something? Or was it something completely different? We'll find out here. Do I get ammo when I kill those? No. God damn it. I mean, I can just do it. Well, I was gonna, or actually, this doesn't even have DTA, of course. I was gonna do it with the LMG. That was it. That was the whole point. I was gonna. Actually, I mean, I can equip with contractors instead. Let's go with contractors instead. So I'm gonna let obliterate pass, because yeah, there you get that. So the main target, so I'm letting obliterate pass all the way, so that's not incorporated, but I'm hitting 734 on the main target. Actually, I can let's turn on damage numbers. So I'm hitting 741 on the main target, but actually I'm hitting 801 on the second target, and that's like DTA double dipping. There was also something weird with it. It might not be as. Is that 8%? That might be just exactly 8%, right? Let's actually put that in here. So 801. 801. 124. The other number is 741782. Is this one divided by this one? That is an 8%. Well, as close as we can. Actually, well, let me show it here. Oh, it's the control exit will put it over there. So yeah, that's that 801. This is that 801. This is the other number, and there's an 8% difference between them. So this one already has DTA in it. That's 741, and then another 8% goes on top of it. So negotiator, be weird, Joe. And yeah, DTalk doesn't, right? Because yeah, no, DTalk wouldn't, because I have DTalk. I don't have DTalk there. Damn. And then DTalk didn't. I think also DTH did as well. Although actually, well, we have here non-armored enemies, so 2 non-crits. Crit. Did you crit? Okay, that's the same numbers, and I have DT and DTalk here, and these guys are out of cover, so then if negotiator is that so maybe if it double applies. I didn't test it, but I wouldn't think so, because talents don't. So you don't get like double strained or something. You don't get like double optimist or stuff like that. It's only it's definitely DTA. I'm trying to remember if DTH as well, but I use DTH so little. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because DTH would show up with the ARs. So it's only DTA then, because ARs don't do that. You basically have the same number. So it's only DTA then, just by thinking about it for a second. Do enemies need some form of line of sight to be targeting you for the purpose of behind you? The thing is, that's only really testable if I had like teammates and stuff in there, but I did most of the testing solo. Because yeah, behind you is as well kind of like SHT exposed, kind of the global event kind of shows aggro, but it depends on if it's following the same aggro rules. Because yeah, usually if enemies are kind of still like running around, they're still, and they can still be targeting a player. I'm looking forward to running MGs, but negotiators seems like the perfect place to abuse the boss. Yep. And yeah, there it might even be a good idea to go, the one place to put DTA as well here, and contractors as well. And also, yeah, negotiator works well with it because the negotiator has crit chance as bonuses. Taking in that contractor, like if I go Cheska here and go contractor, you land 56, 173. You can take one more mod to take you to 60, or leave a hole for because I don't have, this is with everything crit damage, right? Yeah, so you either take one crit chance mod with it, or you leave a hole for somebody else to fill up with some lovely coyote. So negotiator, yeah, kind of actually, yeah, with LMGs especially, kind of look good, especially with the LMG buffs. Oh wait, time to go through every nego calculation in the spreadsheet again. Spent most of yesterday fixing something else. And okay, yeah, that's welcome to the division. Nothing works as advertised, but we are locking the gear because that's too confusing. We're not fixing negotiator, we're not fixing talent names, we're not fixing DTA double dipping, we're not fixing Achilles double dipping, but yeah, gear, changing your gear in combat? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah. Make DTA stronger as an AR third attribute of a detox for the purposes of negotiator? Likely not, because you're likely because that's only applying to your transfers. You're transferring twice, so there you're getting an extra 2/6. So yeah, actually, yeah, if you're mostly hitting 3 targets, then probably. But also you're giving up a lot, like you're giving up quite a lot on your single target, because that detox is so active. Also, again, like not everything has armor, and DTA doesn't apply to warhounds or to chungas, to heavies. So yeah. Like for ARs, I would still totally go just Jessica chest, coyote mask, and yeah, I kind of need to bring this. Actually, I need to refresh myself on this as well. So this could be a few. Once you have it figured out, if you could give me some feedback on what you, because yeah, DTH definitely then doesn't, because that would already show up with the AR testing and stuff, because it only always shows up with like DTA testing. So it's only DTA then, because DTOC as well would show up often, and it doesn't. And yeah, I kind of need to, well, I need to refresh myself on it as well, and integrate that as well into the Negotiator Dilemma build showcase, which is the next build showcase. Likely I'm going to actually do that Tuesday or Wednesday. Because yeah, actually next week as well, Friday and Saturday. Is it Friday and Saturday? 26 and 27. Friday and Saturday, I won't be streaming because I'll be working. And yeah, they want to do a build showcase pretty soon again. I want to do basically, yeah, my thoughts on the PTS, and then a build overview, and then the build showcase. So likely Tuesday or Wednesday we'll record it. And likely tomorrow we'll finish up on the Negotiator's Dilemma recommended folder. Also, I've been standing here for quite a while. You know what? Let's go run this. Let's go run this with the LMG. She has a RPK, I think. Is there a good way to get this crit chance in there? Not really, right? So let's just take this. We'll just take this as this. Yeah, let's just match me or something. Likely getting.
You have received
Actually,
to
I'm
another
just gonna
agent.
check. Cause, yeah, likely getting some invaded missions. Let's go murder some things. Was just thinking because you use DTA, that's over, you can drop contractors for their vigilance backpack.
Do a sweep of the site, protect the equipment, and eliminate.
I mean, you can just take the vigilance back. Well, actually, I know you can't. But yeah, you could just take the vigilance backpack and just keep the dock. Like for AR, I would do just that way. Just take obliterate chest, vigilance backpack, and then just because yeah, while that double dips. So
Serious trauma detected.
how was she behind everyone?
Agent down.
While it double dips, like your initial damage also still really matters. And the Negotiator backpack isn't bad at all. It's kind of a choice, basically. It kind of depends on if you're multi-targeting more or less. So here, actually, it is a bad choice, actually. Because with the global event as is, I'm killing way too fast for multi-marking. Just because it adds a lot of damage. I'm just gonna look what my friends are. They are a striker. And they are high-end
This all day.
high-end backfire. Isn't great. I don't want to multi-mark, but also, yeah, stuff is dying so fast that multi-marking is a bit of a moot point. Oh. As we have somebody who was watching the stream earlier. Okay. Oh well, maybe still. And hello out there, and hello in here. I'm gonna go grab this chest actually.
The Black Tusk are attacking the satellite
It's
dish.
chest.
Agent, take them out.
And yeah, so we're gonna mess about with this for a little bit, but also yeah, this isn't the global event to mess about with this really. Because our direct firepower is increased, so.
Satellite dish C under attack.
I'm gonna set up here. Second wave. Oh, really?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'm still trying to multi-mark, but yeah, it's not really happening. Stuff dies too fast.
Satellite dish B under attack.
That's kind of the thing as well, why Strikers definitely wins over Negotiator. As well, actually on 3 targets, like on paper, like you can make them kind of make sense. This is one of those cases of in general play, like yeah, in Legendary you can kind of
Satellite dish
make it work.
under attack.
Also, especially if like focus kind of works with that new rifle, I could totally see Negotiator rifle variant
Satellite uplink detected.
with that thing being pretty good.
Trying to interface with Division satellites. They're accessing the network from a terminal in the R&D room downstairs. Get down there and stop them.
Another agent has joined your group.
Idea what would give better results. Yeah, so yeah, Vigilance Backpack. You can just go Vigilance Backpack, chest to chest, and just keep detox on your AR. Unless you're always tree marking, then maybe the double dipping would kind of work. But yeah, you also quite often have single target. Yeah, you quite often are just shooting at one thing, and you kind of want to keep that damage up as well.
Are we going to be on TV?
As they ask. On TTV, indeed, they're going to be. But yeah, it's funny running into. Yeah, miniguns are lovely dovely for spreading. Miniguns and warhands are both pretty awesome. I'm suppressing there. I don't have the accuracy to hit this top of the head. God damn it. Gonna pulse here, new wave. Because this is the dangerous wave. This is the wave that mostly kills people. Almost kills me. Although there isn't as many elites in it as normally are. Might actually even be thinking about a wave to send. And yeah, oh yeah, there we go. That's the elite wave. Mark some enemies, beat some others. I do like Negotiator for this mechanic, although, well, this global event is maybe... I mean, all global events, just the damage increase shifts the balance. Well, we're just burning through here. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that key chest in the back and some Cochrans. Also, I'm full up on something. I should go spend that somewhere. And I definitely need to start farming for some F2000s. Pretty soon as well. Although some black market AKs as well. Although I've tossed plenty of F2000s and black market AKs over the years. But of course there's a shift now. Although I would also caution, because I saw some people going like, oh, we can just toss the M4 and the carbines now. Don't do it yet. Wait for at least till mid-season, because even if they implement it at the start of the season like this, they could still do, you know, mid-season changes. But then, yeah, if like a season and a half they still haven't, then I'm gonna start moving them out of the inventory though. I might actually toss a bunch of them. And I have the bosses here. Oh, is the heavy guarded? Yeah, I guess. That's harsh.
An agent needs assistance.
Finish off the boss.
Serious trauma
So we
detected.
got buff as well. Oh, trying to heal, I couldn't because we got. Really want to mark that other boss and then shoot that guy, but couldn't. God damn it! You're done.
Satellites
Screw
moving
you.
back to position. The building is clear of hostiles.
Screw you.
Good work, Agent.
Yeah, it's too bad that Strikers is just so overarching everything. Because I could really like. I like the gameplay of Negotiator, but just it's just in general not worth it. We give these guys a GG. They recognize me as well. Then GG. See you around. And yeah, was on the stream.
An agent is no longer in your group.
I did okay. I came in pretty late, but I also, wasn't try-harding or anything. I'll leave them behind. We'll let them go their merry little way. The enemies stagger from sheer damage, yeah.
Detected.
So that's actually one of the strengths in especially why it was the solo legendary tool for so long. You would incidentally stagger so many other things and make them just make it easier, because that's what Negotiator does as well, pretty well. Is Walker is all weapon damage? Yes, just pure wall weapon damage on the first stat. And yeah, it seems a little bit small. Yep. Indeed. The thing, of course, is it is all weapon damage, so versus the 10 from Fenris or something, if you're really using a split weapon system, you can make it work, but its strength is in that 5 DTA. Secondary and, tertiary as well, but usually just the 2. That 5 DTA is pretty okay, especially if you're doing something with it, because that's the reason I have it in Pestilence, for instance, or if you're also doing something with the weapon damage as well. For instance, in the Pestilence. Although I will likely change this to be something different pretty soon with Strikers, because that makes more sense, just because the main weapon damage goes up so much. It'll lose a lot on its tick, but yeah, this is how I have my Pestilence running right now. So even without Fox's Prayer, just because getting that crit chance up matters. But yeah, that's places like this where weapon damage matters. Same like in Headhunter builds, where weapon damage is a you're using the weapon damage for something else as well. So for instance, here it's the Plague of the Outcast buff is reliant on it. Trash card rolled M4 with 25 weapon. I think not gonna keep it. Those are yeah. And yeah, I was also I'm gonna, the thing is if I were to keep so I have a dozen of I'll I have a carbine on a bunch of characters. I'll keep the guard rolled one and stuff. I have a character 2, I have a guard rolled one. I'll keep that carbine 7 likely. I'll likely toss stuff like this because it would take too much stash space. I would likely keep this one and maybe one other one, and then toss a bunch of other M4s. I have an M4 that is grade 20, so like that one I definitely will keep. And maybe if they buff it, and yeah, if it comes back up, I'll reform it. That's also kind of half the fun. I'm actually looking forward to just going around and farming a bunch of ARs, actually. Although, yeah, I can kind of get the side of that as well. And how many stacks does Striker need to start dealing more damage than high end? Kind of depends on the build of high end, but with a chest Striker, so with an obliterate Striker at 42 stacks and full obliterate, although you won't have full obliterate usually at 42 hits, so it's a little bit cheating like that, but just for easy, it's 42 stacks. If my memory serves me correct. It's 42 or 47. It's 42, I think. But yeah, basically under 50. Usually an obliterate Striker already beats a glass red, by the way. So just the classic like Contractors, Fox's Prayer, 3-piece Providence, Coyote, with an AR, with a FAMAS even. So yeah. But yeah, there's of course like that's usually not the high end that we're kind of dealing with nowadays still with like raids with. So obliterate and then you're beating at a much faster. The Guardians are unkillable is the if the leader is alive. Yep. Yeah. Yes. That was just a statement then, I'm guessing. Maybe I was shooting a few guarded enemies there. Although as well, once you have the Guardian buff up, you can shoot the guarded enemies. So, because yeah, it's pretty good global events. Actually, yeah, what's the target on those two? Okay, nothing good there either. I mean, we have AR targeted here. Although yeah, oh actually, yeah, we need to swap characters. Yeah, she doesn't have anything here right now. Because I wouldn't be against going in here and just hitting this zone. He's willing to maybe join me for that. Although I'll likely go and swap characters because might be handy if we get a few bounties. We can do them in the police station. This zone as well, like. Really likes putting them in this police station. Let me grab character 3. I'll grab actually the ongoing tech tank. We likely, well, what I'll likely do just because I'm, yeah, not in the mood for just headhunting that much. Maybe just do it with. I was gonna say 4 directives, but actually, I don't want to deal with disorient either, so maybe just 3 directives.
Detected in the field.
And yeah, okay, well, we have actually that set up already. And yeah, if anybody wants to join for that, feel free to just either hop on me or let me know. Is it nighttime or is it daytime? It's very early in the daytime. We'll give this zone a second to spawn some stuff. Do I have any bounties saved up there? I should have a few bounties.
Another agent is now in your group.
Somebody took up the call. I should go do a few of these bounties over there already. And then see if anything else spawns in that zone. What are you farming ARs? Yeah, just to maybe get some ARs in. Just want to shoot something for the last because yeah, I'll likely go another 45 minutes, go to 1 o'clock my time. We'll kind of call it there, because I do need to get up early tomorrow, and then I'll come back and do the thingy, what's it called, a recording of that my thoughts on the PTS thing, and then sleep for even more. I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. And then yeah, likely tomorrow only an evening stream as I'll be back just doing at least a little bit of work.
Target near you.
Another agent has joined your group.
Let me get us some special ammo. What am I even running actually? I didn't even look. 'Cause this isn't a tech tank. Because there's a
Is that the last one?
because I'm just running that. So this is the build I put the iron lung in. And yeah, this is gonna get replaced with the ACRE next season. And I do like it on this yeah, I'm actually gonna respawn a second because otherwise I need like a few minutes for it. So it's gonna respawn here.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent
Because yeah,
malfunction.
my allies are out of combat, so I can just
Agent killed.
respawn back in. And yeah, I kind of wanted to run that ongoing tech tank. Because I saw ongoing on me, because I recognized that the knee pads and stuff. But it wasn't the right one. And yeah. Carrot and Muddy joined me. It's Headhunter and... Oh, actually,
Another
Muddy was
agent is
already
now in your
ongoing.
group.
I'll leave that to you then. I'll go actually Strikers tech tank. Just want to run a tech tank kind of thing. Just for easy murdering. And yeah, Kyra as well. So yeah. Full team. Oh yeah, we're just on 3 directives, so as well. Just run maybe easier to run builds. Let's see. And yeah, well, I do have a bounty here. We could maybe later on go and get a few more. But I have 3 bounties here, so let's at least do those. Get those out of the way. That other Guardian might actually be... Let's just murder these. Oh yeah, no, that's too close. We can't have a named group over there. Actually, we do have a named group. Let's go murder them as well before we enter the police station here in a second. And I'm actually shooting on the shield just to stack up my... Although, yeah, I should do that. I should definitely put in Striker Mask. Obliterate Chest, go 100 stacks instead. Yep. Where did it go to my pistol? Oh, you have the buff, you can just mow through even guarded enemies. I wouldn't ratify all good people. Okay. Oh, I should then, yeah. If you're ratify, you know, let's have all the buffs. I just want to mess about with this ongoing. I haven't ran it in a while. So yeah, I'll run that instead indeed. Marking as many enemies as I can. As many buffs.
Serious trauma detected.
As many pieces of veal. Oh. I just forgot how to recoil compensate there. For a second. Keeping an eye out as well for some detox weapons and stuff. Although as well, if nothing else, getting some AR parts optimization.
That's the target, Agent.
Yep.
Agent down.
Wait. I mean, that was a bleed corresponding to like the event, but yeah, didn't show up as a self kill. Snow rooster suit. I would like to order one snow rooster suit. You know, the snow roosters. Let's grab that crate here as well.
Oh, great. A fucking drone.
Oh. Was still in the negotiator mindset there. Trying to mark multiple enemies.
An agent needs assistance.
Also, actually, yeah, I'm tech tank. What am I doing? Just playing from the behind. Tanking from the back.
Center drone detected.
That's not how you tank.
Detected.
Kill Guardian.
Assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected.
I'm gonna smash
Oh, this guy's also. That's the Guardian.
Target. Target down. Good job. You got the target. Nice.
Strained Cetar with a crit chance here. That ain't
The
it.
streets one bad guy at a
Hey,
time.
a SIG.
Nicely done, Sheriff.
One of the weapons that isn't getting buffed. What are the top 3 burst DPS ARs after the next update? Well, I can kind of send you to here, actually. Especially, let's put that there. So especially if you, let me actually, oh, actually that's the wrong one, sorry. This other one is the one that I wanted. Share there. I'll actually, well, I'm gonna, yeah, not really. I was gonna delete my own message there, but that doesn't work. Yeah, actually, that's second one. So that second one leads here, and if you actually go there, there's this second one here, which has all of the ARs kind of on builds, because you kind of need to compare them on builds. And yeah, if you want a top 3, FAMAS still, F2000 and AKM, but specifically the military and black market AKMs. That's kind of the top 3. ACR, G36, P416, all good. Eagle and Elmo both still good. Or well, Eagle now good. Elmo still good. The Bighorn is actually also kind of okay. So. But yeah, especially the F2000 is likely the general, together with the Elmo is going to be like the general uses one. FAMAS, tiny amount more burst, but a little bit harder to use. But a lot less sustain as well. So kind of depends on what you're doing. If you need the burst or if you need the sustain. And LMG is also pretty good.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Use that hatred against them.
Oh, this is this one, right? They don't spawn correctly. Or is this the wave actually came out? Okay, no, the wave actually came out. Okay. Oh, if it's black dusk, right? It spawns in that doorway. No, put it there. We're likely too close to the police station here. Let's spawn any others? No. Let's maybe go clear out the north a little bit, and maybe we'll get another set of bounties out of it. Although there we got 4 bounties as well. We could just go do them. Let's maybe do that. All right, yeah, no, let's go. Yeah, let's go clear up there. But yeah, that's second link. That's first link was from PTS1, so it wasn't updated with some of the newer weapons. And yeah, likely I'll go for here for another half hour-ish and jump off to bed. Although likely eat something first and then jump off to bed. While I did eat a little, I'm actually very hungry now, I guess. That was a little bit too little, maybe. With the... Oh, just killed myself. And yeah, they spawn back here in a second. That one is dead.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Mark everybody.
Scheme detected.
Anything dies, we're gonna... Some special ammos.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
And yeah, we have the other territory control here as well. So it would be rude not to, even though that's not a spot where public execution will spawn. But we have enough bounties to just go and cheese a little bit. I assume all weapons are the base except for the science one. So have you considered Perfect Optimus or Strained against the FAMAS and Strikers? So wait for what? For the FAMAS? So with the FAMAS, Strikers, even on Strikers, with the FAMAS, Strained wins out by enough that it's worth running. Over Optimist, and unless you have blue cores, which, you know, assume on a full red Strikers you don't. Ergo the full red part of the Strikers. Same for, actually the same as well for the F2000. The Strained actually wins out against Perfect Optimist still as well. And also still by enough that it's worthwhile, but
Hostile control point detected.
Yeah, let's actually do that. As we have a convoy coming in, let's kill them as well. But a shield splinter is so much easier to get than a pretty talentable one. And of course, on all of them, kind of, I like fast hands. I'll go with fast hands personally. I assume moments on base. So actually, on a build, yeah. So that's that second link that I posted up there.
Detecting additional hostile
That actually has just the two of them going up against each other. On Strained, the F2000 starts winning, actually. So actually, yeah, well, yeah, so the talent isn't in there. That would make it a little bit too complex, or like too hard to show, so... It is without the talent there, and then, yeah, the F2000 gains more from Strained than FAMAS does, so then it wins out by a tiny amount, by the tiniest of amounts. That's actually in that first link, thinking about it now, because those numbers didn't change. Those in here, right? Yeah, so this was in that first link. In that second multi-calculator, this is with Coyote and both of them having Strained. And actually, no, it's the FAMAS still wins out on burst. Yes. Yeah. So Fama still wins out on burst quite often, but by tiny amount on a real build. So not on the burst type tables, but on a real build. And yeah, let's actually indeed, unless there is a public, nope. Let's. I'm gonna start popping a bounty. I'll likely go to the police station. I already see somebody going towards it. So. Yeah. Let's go join Cairo over there and go and deal with the police station. I'm with the police station as well. We can kind of loop through it, come back outside. I'm actually gonna pay attention here for a second where the boundary is exactly. Use that boundary in a second.
Damn it! I just can't see them.
That's a win for us.
Let's enjoy this while we can.
Nice to see the ACR get boost. Haven't seen any use that one. Yeah, ACR currently isn't that great, except unless you know, believe a certain directive. Yeah, let's not talk about him. It's a very mid-tier weapon currently, outclassed by many of its compatriots. And yeah, it's getting boosted to be one of the better weapons. It's basically number 4 behind. But it is also, again, one of the... so it is low fire rate, pretty good on its ammo conservation, and it's basically the first good on damage per mag and sustain and burst of, you know, not the F2000 or the... So we get those. I'll share that actually at the end of this one. We got a pretty good looking DTOC carbine 7 there. Maybe one of my compatriots still may want that. Yeah, so we do have still a few weeks of to go before update. Maybe I'll end that. I didn't actually have a good look at where the bounty area is. Although I think if we go across the street, it's basically. And here we're mostly getting carried by the global events.
That's your target.
As well. Suit Ducky Pug. Ducky Pug suit. I don't know, what's a Ducky Pug? Yeah. A pug that is duck faced, wearing a suit. I like that image. That feels like one of those things to input into one of those AI generator thingies. Oh, that guy's about to go immune on his own as well. As if we don't have enough immune enemies to deal with in our lives. It's Murder Pug.
You got the target. Nice. Target down.
Oh.
Good job. Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Hey, no problem. How have you been? Haven't seen you around for a bit. Gonna guess enjoying some breakpoint maybe still. I'll have a look at what. Oh, that's a good looking artist still if somebody wants it. Actually, as well, I'll put at this door a carbine 7 for if somebody wants it. It's still usable, that one. Oh, also, if somebody wants that one. That one by, and yeah, and also this one. 3 of them there. But yeah, out of the 3, the foul is actually the one that will likely be useful next season. Yeah, I see muddy ticket. And yeah, maybe the Carbine 7 still sees a buff. But if nothing else, you can also just use it for these last few weeks in remembrance of the top tier weapon that most people feel it is. I don't disagree with it, but yeah, I feel we're out of it here, right? Everybody to be here. I'll pop one of mine. Let's use up mine.
The target is nearby.
Yeah. So I should, where is the edge? Oh, yeah, I should. So across the street is fine, basically. I have some loot over there, actually. I'm gonna go have a look at getting that in a sec. But yeah, I got pretty lucky there, actually, getting 3 detox weapons, although, yeah. Not any of the ones I'm really looking for.
Target spotted, Sheriff. You got the target.
And yeah,
Nice.
and likely with the new, knowledge in mind with this PTS, I'll start already likely putting it together a shopping list for ARs and LMGs. And start working towards that already. For some replacement weapons. I have a few TKBs that will need replacing with military or, well, preferably black market AKs. Although the military, I wouldn't mind having 1 or 2 somewhere because they have a cool skin. Really nice spreadsheet. Well, they'll likely, I still will give them a beautification kind of pass before doing the video tomorrow.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Because yeah, they can use a little bit more color, I feel, and a little bit more clarity. Because yeah, they are both big blobs of just information. And yeah, if you want a more like in-depth analysis tomorrow, I'll definitely do my thoughts on the PTS and kind of go through all of the weapons again, kind of like I did with PTS1 as well. Less in depth because yeah, on the LMGs and rifles, nothing really changed except I will just say that, guys, I've messed up the last time and forgot a few weapons in SMGs and AR or rifles that did have buffs, and then I just even calculated out their buffs, but just didn't put it back into the spreadsheet. This would be funny, right? If they like killed us here with that grenade. That's just NPCs tossing some grenades. Yeah, I'm gonna pop my final one here, although yeah, final heroic one. And then maybe we'll have a few more. Striker just because one more mod, but for high-end F2000 is better. I mean, yeah, for high-end F2000 will win. Just by virtue of that, but even there as well, actually. So if you're going high end with Coyote, yeah, then you're landing on 54, which is also a little bit awkward, but it'll work fine there. Also, who's still running high ends outside of raid people? But even there, I honestly, if I were to go into raid, I'd just grab sec.
The target agent.
Just at a dozen stacks, it's already surpassed an obliterate high end. You just ACS with it for like 4 rounds, and then you're basically there. Although I can still understand the recommendation, especially for newer players. Because you just have less mechanics to deal with. But jeez, how much?
Got the target. Nice.
Although there, yeah, I ran out of bleed rounds actually. I was barely doing any damage there. I'm enjoying breakpoints on weekends because I can't play. Oh, it's you have that. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, one system kind of working, one system wasn't working well, right? By like 2 to 3 weeks, I'm buying a new PC. Nice. That will hopefully alleviate a lot of your issues, and also yeah, in a time where likely the new season is just getting started. So.
That's your target.
Be blown out. Oh, one more. Nice of them to all spawn from one door. Oh yeah, they only have one door to spawn from here.
You got the target. Nice.
That's too costly. Well, actually, am I full up on AR parts? Oh, I'm actually full up on AR parts. I optimized a few pretty recently.
Good job, Agent.
But yeah, as well done a bunch of AR ones. So. Okay, we'll need those optimization parts as well. Once we re-roll some of the exotics, we'll need to optimize them up because, you know, once you get detox, it's just best to not keep re-rolling to have a better roll. Just take whatever you have, optimize it up. And that's going to eat up a lot of resources. Share happening. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Good old FAMAS. And I'm kind of happy actually that the FAMAS is still competitive. Although, yeah, 2000 is... I like sustain. But I would see a lot of people going like, oh, it's the top burst. We'll just take that. 80 super, I might change a few. Oh, I'm out of bounties. I don't know if you guys have any left. Or, oh, it's put it there. Let me cancel that. Likely someone was still in it. Sorry. Half paying attention. Oh yeah, I deleted it. Feel free to pop it again.
Target is nearby.
It really likes this police station here. Because yeah, there's the cheese here. Although, yeah, the Constitution Hall one just has less running than this. Actually, it's about the same running. Thinking about it now, because yeah, Constitution, you also have that long, like, nah, this is more running. This is more running. Especially the corridor later. Also, this zone is less farmable than Constitution Hall. Although Constitution Hall, especially as well, you can just farm for it with other zones, which is super handy. Wait, we're already going downstairs, huh? Nothing in this mid room? Gonna kill that rusher.
How do you like my driving?
That's the target, Agent.
And that one's called Rue. Okay.
Target down. Good job.
She'll rue the day that she was called Rue.
You got the target. Nice.
Got a delivery for you.
Kill happen here. Otherwise die as well.
That's your target. Target neutralized. Good work. Cleaning up the streets one bag.
Second pretty high status ball, but yeah, that one's less usable than the other one. I'm gonna skip like 2 days of doing. I can imagine going all the way into the modern times. We'll likely still have 2 more, if at the very least. So let's maybe do like 2 more, whatever we have, and then. Although also yeah, not too many. Just what are we farmed here? I'll go to bed. 5 by 27, so for PC like 3-4 years can just wear upgrading whatever. Wow, okay. That's quite the luck. Yeah, I'm still on a 1080. It works perfectly fine for rest kind of stuff. Although likely maybe like next gen I'll upgrade. How many ones?
Target is near you, Agent.
Indeed. Go and murder these. Mark the multiples. They're fighting each other more than us. This time we're skipping this room. Oh, that's fine, miss.
That's the target, Agent.
Downstairs. Too bad that these stats are like super low. Oh yeah, I think this one will be my last one, as I'm kind of falling asleep. I basically will use my money to upgrade 4090. Oh, 4090, okay. That's some aspirations. Yeah, no, even if I upgrade, I'll likely go with like the 70 series. Take some hits here.
Target spotted, Sheriff. Target neutralized. Good work.
Finish you off. Oh yeah. You can just melee get them. Buy yourself 4 seconds of 4 or 5 seconds of being able to shoot them, and that's usually enough.
You got the target. Nice.
Let's get this loot first. Get the loot over there, and yeah, oh.
Good job, Agent.
Agent down.
Was that the fire? And yeah, the faster. I wonder actually faster revives if that's actually intentional and will make it into normal game. Those faster revives are kind of funky in PTS. Because it's reviving you basically at the speed if somebody else's hive lands on you. So when you're self-reviving, it's much slower. Well, buddy, got 4 exotics there. Well, that's actually pretty fast for the amount of thingies we did. And yeah, I'm just gonna thank you guys. If you guys want, well, I mean, feel free to. Well, you know this area, right? So feel free to just run some together. But yeah, I'll drop group here, letting you guys, if you want, maybe matchmake for it, or also get scaling down otherwise. But yeah, thank you very much there, Carrot and Muddy and Cairo, for running.
You have the
I'm gonna go get this character cleaned up, and yeah, I'm just gonna we'll do. I mean, not even a short stream, because yeah, short streams are usually 3 hours. A regular size stream with a little bit of focus on some PTSing. But yeah, I feel I've got most of the things I wanted to get out of the PTS. So, or yeah, most of my questions answered, although what the hell is still going on with the Vindicator? I hope somebody kind of figures it out. I'm gonna hang on to that mod because I definitely know a few characters are missing some full deflector damage. Yes. Because the funny thing is as well, every mod, every slot has its own deflector damage. So I'll actually move that to the stash. How is that going to work as well if you have items in the stash? At the moment when the patch hits and... like, is it just going to go into the character? Can you just pick it up still? Is it just going to stay in the stash until you pick it up? Likely it will work like that, right? Until you pick it up on a character. Did I actually put the right one in? Yeah. We'll have a look if that is needed on a different character. That time as well, we did 7 levels. I need to as well. Actually, I should one of these days level hard. Likely, although with Golden Bullet, it's pretty easy to level hard if you want to. And Golden Bullet is the one to do. Too bad this is an AKM. Because yeah, it was a military or black market one. That would actually be usable.
Thanks.
But we'll just do that to it. Also, actually, yeah. For how many stars am I into now? 363. That's quite a bit. But yeah, we'll get all those stars. I've already on my other 2 accounts made sure that I've spent the stars because I'm not gonna play them tomorrow. Likely. Tomorrow we'll continue on with some more leveling, likely. Because I want to get a bunch of levels in just so we can go a little bit slower later days. And likely during Golden Bullet, I'll go out of my way and do some descent. Just to avoid Golden Bullet as much as humanly possible. Well, this seems like the boss as they're catching up on some of the PC talk there. So how do you like behind you? I don't. Mechanically, it's interesting. Its number is too high. Because yeah, there's definitely places obviously where just it's too big of a buff. And yeah, I think because of that, it's just a little bit out of whack. Especially putting it that 60% on the M700. That's a lot. That's a lot. if I, the thing is, well, it's really reliant. You kind of have to theory craft it and stuff. But I would put it 40 and 30. 40 for the named and 30 for normals. Because especially that 60 is very egregious. That 40 I can kind of still live with. It's still a lot though. But yeah, 30 would be a little more understandable because it's a very situational thing. But yeah, it's hard to see. Where's Toasty to tell me how bad of a joke that is? Yeah, behind you is indeed hard to see. But yeah, we'll yell out some behind yous. I have to think up of a few jokes to use for behind you. But for tomorrow's video, we'll make do. Yeah, I'm gonna head off on the Twitch end. I will set up for raiding someone. Let's go find someone to raid. There are just started, or I can. You know what? We haven't done huge in a while because I don't see any of my any other like regulars. They're not too far in. I see a few new names I should haven't seen before. We'll just do huge. I was like, maybe I'll have a look at some of these guys, but the normal behind is like Thunderstrike that works. I mean, well, Thunderstrike was actually just as conditional, really, because it does. You can't really make it work solo, even though like even I was of the opinion of like you'll just put a decoy in, but yeah, that doesn't work out actually. But yeah, for instance, for the hunter fights, like just that hunter is targeting one player. 7 others will get the buff up and will murder him in seconds. In like the hunters in Countdown. Hell, even the hunters at floor 100, like if it's like with 4-man, it's targeting one person, 3 others are getting the buff for the hunter like coming through the door. So stuff like that, like when you kind of need damage. That's right. The thing is though, Oreo still exists, and Oreo is like 50% ahead of a lot of other weapons. But I could see, especially in like the Banshee or the Vector 45. With that, because SMGs can get it as well, and then they actually surpassed the Oreo, barely. But yeah, and yeah, thanks for all of the wishes and stuff, and yeah, let's rate us the littlest of the huges, or the hugest of the littlest. So I see they're going into Razorback, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow evening, likely no afternoon stream. I might start a few hours early. Also, actually thinking about it, I need to do a deep descent. Well, actually, I want to do 2 because also on my second account, I want the tier 2 patch. So maybe tomorrow? Nah, not tomorrow. But yeah, we might start earlier, and I might finish off that Negotiator's Dilemma folder. I might kind of as well retest, the weirdness of Negotiator and its transfer. Check it with DTH as well. Although no, DTH shouldn't be because ARs have it, but just to check. Although no, it has to only be DTH. But yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna hit that start trade, and a 10-second timer will start, and then I can hit the next button. So I'm stalling till that button is available, which is now. And then I'm going to say, as always, have a good night.
Agent, good to be seeing you. Thanks for the deal.
Boss does come out.
Yeah.
He'll jump from up here and then go straight over here. Like everybody says, he doesn't have armor right on his butt, so you're gonna shoot him right there. Keep him from launching the rockets.
Hey, Fluffy.
After
what's
that's
going
done,
on?
the rockets will